Arsenal 2-3. Manchester United. Our unbeaten home record this season came to an end on a disappointing evening in North London. After an impressive opening half hour, we went ahead when Lisandro Martinez put through his own net while Jurrien Timber tried to get his toe on a Martin Odegaard shot. But a loose back pass from Martin Zubimendi allowed Brian Mbeumo a simple equalizer before the break, and Patrick Dorgu powered home a screamer after the break. Michael Merino scrambled home an equalizer late on, but United scored another goal from long range shortly afterwards to win it when Matheus Cunha smashed into the bottom corner. Strong start. After an unprecedented sequence of 4 away games in 4 different competitions, within the space of just 10 days, we were back in front of the Emirates Stadium faithful, looking to re-establish our healthy lead at the top of the Premier League table. We controlled the opening 10 minutes, which culminated with Bukayo Saka winning a corner after a driving run into the area. The set piece was cleared to Trossard, but his first-time effort at an awkward height looped over the bar. Declan Rice had our next chance, created when Martin Odegaard slipped a clever ball to him in midfield. Rice swapped passes with the overlapping William Saliba, but was then closed down as he got his shot away. Rice turned provider from a set piece shortly afterwards, swinging in an inviting free kick onto the head of the towering Zubimendi, but Sena Lamens was equal to it with a good reaction parry. Deadlock broken. Our forwards were seeing plenty of the ball in the opening 25 minutes, but it was a United defender who gave us the breakthrough. First of all, Saka showed he has feathers in his boots with a wonderful touch to bring a Piero Hincapié cross under his spell instantly. He cut it back to Odegaard, and his first-time shot was diverted past Lamens by Martinez under pressure from Jurrien Timber at close range. United had the chance to equalize almost instantly, only for Bruno Fernandes to stab wide after a counter-attack. He had another chance moments later inside the area as the visitors responded well to falling behind, but this time Saliba did just enough to deny him with a sliding challenge. We were coming under pressure since taking the lead, but the equalizer came as a result of our own mistake. Zubimendi's attempted first-time pass back to David Raya was misplaced, and Mbeumo gobbled up the chance by taking a touch and rolling his shot home. Level again. Dorgu's dagger. We had been the better side in the first half, but had just allowed United back into it after taking the lead. 5 minutes after the restart, they went ahead. There looked to be a touch of handball against Dorgu as he controlled a bouncing ball in midfield. The referee waved play on Tho, and the Dane rifled his rising shot home in off the crossbar from 20 yards out. The goal stood after a brief VAR review. Mikel Arteta responded with a rare quadruple substitution before an hour had passed, but we continued to struggle to find the verve we had shown in the opening half hour of the game. Briefly level. As we entered the final 10 minutes, Saka had a low shot that nearly caught Lamens out at his near post. From the resulting corner, there was a real scramble before one of the subs, Merino, prodded the ball just over the line. Hope and noise once again filled Emirates Stadium, but parity lasted just a couple of minutes. This time, Matheus Cunha fired home an inch-perfect finish from outside the area, finding the bottom corner to put United back ahead. We rolled into 7 additional minutes, but the wind had been knocked out of our sails, and we fell to our first home defeat of the season. Mikel Arteta's reaction. First of all, you have to congratulate Man UTD for the victory. It happened in a really strange way, to be fair, because we were very dominant in the first half an hour. We scored the goal and had 2 more brilliant chances to score, and then we gave them the goal, which is very unusual from our side. That changed the momentum and the energy a little bit. After that, we dropped our standard a bit. We have to do much better with the ball. And then they had 2 magic moments from Dorgu and Cunha. Credit to them, because in big games you need those moments. We were carrying a little bit of that negativity and the lack of fluidity we needed. It's a really painful one. But now is the time to be very, very close to the players who have given us so much joy and so many great performances, and to support them. They are very dangerous, and we knew that. We have to learn from it. Defeats are part of winning, and you have to take them like this because the team need to be reminded how good they are. I hope I don't have to send a message to the supporters. When we win, it's easy. When we draw or lose, that's when we have to show togetherness, the unity, the energy to get where we want. Defeats are part of that for us and for any team. We were brilliant at Stamford Bridge, like in the Carabao Cup, and against Inter, one of the best teams in Europe. Sometimes it's not your day, and you don't do the simple things as well as you need to. And on top of that, look at the goals they scored. Sometimes you have to give credit to the opponents as well. Did you think Dorgu handled it? I haven't looked at it. It's fine, it's gone. We can do nothing about it. I take responsibility for everything. We move on, and in 3 days we have another game. Do the players need to be freed up? I don't think so. 4 days ago, how free and fluid they looked in Milan. It was unbelievable, no excuses. We accept the defeat, we congratulate the opponent, and we move forward. Arsenal monitor Julian Alvarez as transfer plans. Take shape. Arsenal are continuing to assess their attacking options as the transfer window progresses, with Julian Alvarez emerging as one of several high-profile names linked to the club. While no formal move has been made, sources close to the situation indicate that Arsenal are closely monitoring developments around the Atletico Madrid forward as part of broader long-term planning. The Gunners' interest does not point to an imminent January transfer. Instead, it reflects Arsenal's strategy of identifying elite-level forwards capable of elevating the squad as they compete for major domestic and European honors. With Mikel Arteta's side firmly established among the Premier League's top teams, recruitment priorities have shifted from rebuilding to fine-tuning a title-ready squad. Alvarez, 25, fits the profile Arsenal are targeting. The Argentina international has proven himself at the highest level, having previously won major honors in England before moving to Atletico Madrid, where he has become a key figure in Diego Simeone's system. His versatility, work rate, and ability to contribute both goals and assists make him an attractive option for clubs seeking a complete modern forward. Arsenal's internal discussions are understood to be exploratory rather than advanced. The club is gathering information on availability, potential cost, and long-term suitability. Atletico Madrid have not indicated any intention to sell and remain protected by the player's long-term contract, meaning any potential deal would require a significant financial commitment. The presence of Arsenal sporting director Andrea Berta, who previously worked extensively in Spain, has been noted as a factor in Arsenal's awareness of the situation. His familiarity with the La Liga market strengthens Arsenal's intelligence gathering, but does not signal an active negotiation at this stage. From a tactical perspective, Alvarez would suit Arteta's system. Arsenal demand intensity from their forwards, both in and out of possession, and Alvarez's pressing ability and movement between the lines align with those requirements. However, Arsenal are already well stocked in attacking areas, and any major addition would likely depend on future squad decisions rather than immediate need. Financial considerations remain central. Atletico would command a premium fee, and Arsenal continue to operate within a controlled recruitment model, prioritizing value, age profile, and squad balance. The club is unlikely to rush into a marquee signing without clarity on departures or long-term budget planning. For now, Arsenal's focus remains on maintaining momentum on the pitch while laying groundwork behind the scenes. January activity is expected to be measured, with larger moves more likely to be considered ahead of the summer window. The Alvarez link highlights Arsenal's current status in the market. They are no longer searching for potential but assessing proven elite-level talent. Whether this specific interest develops further remains uncertain, but it underlines a clear message. Arsenal are planning from a position of strength. Robbery! Arsenal denied clear penalty for Maguire handball at Manchester United at the Emirates, when a blatant handball by Harry Maguire went unpunished despite a lengthy VAR check. Mikel Merino on desperate block. Replays clearly showed the ball making contact with Maguire's hand, which appeared to be in an unnatural position away from his body during the fall. Arsenal players immediately appealed for a penalty. The official reasoning: Maguire's arm was being used to support his body as he fell. Score remained level despite Arsenal's dominance in large spells and their earlier lead. Having sprinted off to celebrate in front of the traveling fans, Dorgu and his teammates were made to wait for a check over a handball incident in the build-up. Dorgu got the ball under control after a pass from Bruno Fernandes, but it bounced off the park, but did not refer Craig Pawson to the pitch side screen in North London. Instead, Paul Tierney on VAR duty stuck with the original decision and sent the away end into raptures. Dorgu put United in front shortly after the break with his dramatic strike. Arsenal were then aggrieved again when Michael Merino's effort was blocked by Harry Maguire's hand with 20 minutes left. The official explanation was that the England defender had used his arm to support his body during the fall. However, fans could not believe they weren't given a penalty. One post said, "Ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal are absolutely getting robbed here by the referee in Manchester United. Clear handball by Maguire not given, and no VAR did nothing. This is shameful." Another wrote, "I have absolutely no idea what the handball rule is anymore. That shot clearly hits Maguire on the hand. His arm is not tucked in. Yes, he's going down so he can't do anything about it, but that shot could have been going in. So shots can hit players in arm now and not be a PK?" Arsenal told £21 million will seal stunning January deal for Brazilian Pedri. Arsenal are reportedly edging closer to signing Brazilian starlet Breno Beaton, who has been tipped for a bright future at the top of the European game, with his current club having set their price and landed on a potential replacement. Arsenal have a strong contingent of Brazilian players, with Gabriel Magalhaes and Gabriel Martinelli both regular starters, and Gabriel Jesus also in the squad. The latter has returned from a long injury layoff and scored a brace during the 3-1 Champions League win at Inter Milan on Tuesday night. Brazil is known to be one of the game's best talent factories, and Arsenal could future-proof their midfield with the capture of Biden. Wonder Kids have described Biden as the Brazilian Pedri on social media, such as his reputation in South America. Despite being only 20 years of age, Biden is a key player for Corinthians, while he could soon earn a maiden call-up to the senior Brazil team. According to ESPN Brazil, Corinthians want 150 million reais, £21 million / $28 million, to sell their coveted playmaker this month. Bidon is being chased by numerous top European clubs, including Arsenal, and offers are expected to arrive before the February 2nd deadline. Corinthians are bracing themselves for a sale and have opened talks with Wolfsburg to make Vinicius Souza his replacement. Souza spent 2 years at Sheffield United before joining Wolfsburg for €15 million in July. The report states that Wolfsburg would rather sell the 26-year-old than sanction a loan exit. Arsenal could complete year-long transfer mission. Returning to Bidon, Arsenal were first linked with the Brazil U20 international in February last year. It emerged on January 15th that Arsenal have stepped up their pursuit of the player by making contact with Corinthians chiefs to discuss a deal. Flamengo have reportedly held talks with Biden's entourage, providing Arsenal with extra competition to seal the deal. Biden has already made 103 senior appearances for Corinthians, and has scored once in 3 matches so far this season. The youngster's reputation grew even further when he pulled off a superb turn in the build-up to Corinthians' winning goal against Vasco da Gama in the Brazilian Cup final last month. Arsenal transfer news: Real Madrid pursuit confirmed, deal changed. Meanwhile, our transfer correspondent Fraser Fletcher has confirmed Mikel Arteta's interest in signing Real Madrid defender Victor Valdepenas. Arsenal want Elche midfielder Rodrigo Mendoza. Mendoza played a huge role to help his club secure promotion from the Spanish Second Division at the end of last term, and Madrid are long-term admirers. He has represented Spain at under 17, under 18, under 19, under 20, and under 21 levels, and has been tipped to become a star for the senior side soon.